For the first time in Singapore, neurodiverse people like us
I have ADHD.
I have mild autism.
I have cerebral palsy.
we get the chance to interview well-known celebrities and personalities. Today, our guest is famous singer and actress, Kit Chan.
I'm as prepared as I can be and also totally unprepared because it is a very unusual form of interview and anything can happen. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
Where do I sit here?
Yep.
Yeah, you're such a chair.
Not everyone is here yet.
Not yet. The rest is coming soon.
What's your name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
I'm
Hi.
just curious, what's your favorite color?
Well, I kind of like pink.
I love your outfit.
Thank you.
Outfit is so unique,
like it
very
too.
special. Almost like pajamas car.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Hi, you are?
Vincent.
Vincent, hi. Are you still in school?
No, I'm currently working. I hope one day I can get married also.
Oh, yes, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And if I happen to get married, I can invite you to
He's thinking really far. There are more people coming in. Hi, nice to meet
He's
you.
Trevor, Trevor.
Okay.
And I love your outfit.
Thank you. Oh, it's the second compliment I got today. Okay, that's third. Well, I think we're going to have a lot of fun. I can see that because you guys are also enthusiastic, and that's always nice.
Hello, Kichan. My name is Rainer. Welcome to assembly. There's no subject off limits. No question will be turned away. I hope you have a great time with us.
I'm sure I will. Yeah. Thank
Can you tell us three things about yourself?
you. Okay. So you may know me to be a singer, actress. However, you may not know that I'm actually an introvert. It took me years to overcome that. I still am an introvert. It's just that I've learned to, it's like a button that I can press and then I can be extroverted, but not for very long. And the second thing is I'm a dreamer. I'm always dreaming about different things, and I feel even if I don't get there, it's fine. I just enjoy dreaming. And the third thing would be, believe it or not, I actually totally relate to being neurodivergent. Growing up, I always thought I was not exactly typical in the way I saw the world and all that. And so I think it's kind of confirmed today when I'm with you guys. I feel so comfortable. Yeah, and I think I'm going to totally enjoy myself. So.
Hi Kichan, my name is Shrikant. What are your other songs that are as famous as Home?
Actually, I sing mainly Chinese songs, actually, more than English. It's just that most Singaporeans know my song Home. So I actually have a few Chinese songs that are kind of like my signature. One is called 喜欢你. Do you know what 喜欢你 means? Yeah, I like you. So it's a very sweet, happy song, and a lot of people like to use it at their weddings and stuff. And I have another one that's the other end of it. It's called 心痛, which means heartache. And people use it when they break up. So I kind of cater for everything. Heartbreaks and weddings.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And which song did you enjoy singing the most?
I think it's Home. It is Home. Yeah. It is because somehow whenever I sing it, like everyone is brought together. And I always feel that it's not just my song, it's our song. And so I don't feel so lonely singing it.
And do you ever get bored of singing Home?
No, I don't. So honestly, I do get bored singing my own pop song sometimes. But when I sing Home, very quickly it's thrown out there and then everybody just sort of joins in and then the energy is great. And every time it's different because they have different emotions that they give me.
Hi, Kichan. My name is Shushaya. The question I have for you today is, how do you feel taking care of your parents?
My parents are very old, and I know that some of my friends, their parents passed away way earlier, and then I have to say I take every day with a lot of gratitude. So, and I'm going to do my best so that there's no regret when one day they leave us. So, yeah.
Okay.
Do you face any challenges taking care of your parents?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So sometimes they can be so stubborn, and then you have to like repeat the same thing over and over. But it's all, you know, I kind of think when we were kids, we were also very difficult, right? So I think it's fair.
I know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You know how I feel.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're little, we also, I also ask what I want.
Yeah.
We get out of trouble and a fight also.
Exactly. At least our parents don't fight.
Also, it can be quite tough because of they might have such different thinking and so on.
That's
In
right.
their mind.
That's right.
Mindset.
Even hearing also.
Yeah, hearing aids. Yeah, my dad has hearing aids, and sometimes it's like so difficult.
Mindset,
Like, and sometimes he doesn't wear it, and then you're like, please wear it. Yeah.
Hello, Kitchen.
Hi.
Hello. So, speaking of your parents, why did they not want you to pursue your theater studies?
Right, yeah. Good question, very good question. You have to remember that was 32 years ago, which is a very different time from now. They wanted to make sure I could have a successful career, that I can take care of myself and make a living. There was really no market for if you wanted to be a professional performer. Plus, I think back then there was a very negative perception of the industry, that it was kind of like for people who couldn't study, and then you can become very bad being in it. And granted, I think part of that could be true. So yeah, so they were against it for all those reasons. I remember struggling for 2 years when I was in junior college. Really, I was really thinking, what am I going to do when I grow up? What would make me really happy? And I know that if I could pursue performing as a job, as a career, I would be very happy. But after a few years, after I became a singer, my mom started to be very supportive, and I asked her, like, why you suddenly changed? And she said, because I've never seen you so serious and so responsible in anything you did. So there you go, and then that's how I got their support.
Do you remember what your parents wanted you to pursue if you weren't in the performing arts and theater studies?
I did think to myself, if I weren't a performer, I think I might be a literature teacher.
Oh.
Because it was my favorite subject in school, literature.
A literature teacher?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like that. That could be something I would do.
So my question is, why don't you have children?
It's a choice. You know, I started out when I was a teenager. I really hated children. Every time I hear kids, I'm like, I want to kill them. So yeah. Oh, are you like that too? Are you like that? No, you like children?
School before I had like this mindset, but now I'm tolerant
Oh,
because as long
wow,
as they
you're
are
very
friends with
evolved.
me and they are kind to me, I show kindness back to them.
He's a much better person than I am. And actually, I really enjoyed my nephew when he was growing up. You know, whenever I came home from my tours, I would take him out. I can enjoy playing with them, but then I like to return them to their parents. Do you think I'm a wicked witch? Because
Who's ready to ask the next question? Stephanie, let's go.
This is going to be a bit sensitive, but I really hope you don't mind.
Oh, I'm getting scared. Sure, shoot.
You kept your divorce a secret. I want to know why.
That is a very big question. I've never talked about this.
Whoa.
Are you prepared for the answer? Because I've never talked about this.
Whoa.
Are you prepared for the answer?
Uh-oh.
Are you?
I'm ready for anything.
This is something that I really have never talked about. But because you ask it, I'm going to, in the spirit of the show. So actually, I was never divorced because I was never married.
Right.
Are you shocked?
Not really. I know you seem a very open-minded person, so I'm not really shocked.
Okay, well done.
How do you think you're
Yeah, So just to keep it short, so I had a dinner, I had a wedding dinner, but I was not really married. And of course, we're not going to go into details why. And so therefore, I was never really divorced. Does that answer your question?
Right. How does your first relationship differ from your current relationship?
Gosh, you're worse than the tabloids, Stephanie.
Sorry, I'm just doing my job.
My first relationship would be when I was a very young girl. Of course, it's very different. So now I'm in a very good and happy relationship. And as to whether I will actually get married, you will know when it happens. Stephanie, you're good.
Did you feel you missed out on an opportunity to make it big when you were eliminated from the Chinese singing competition, I Am a Singer?
Okay, no, because, so first of all, it's a show. It's just a show, and it would have, I don't think it would have any bearing actually on whether I won the competition or not in terms of my career in China. And actually, it was a very active decision to not really make the China market a big part of my development, because I just felt at that time it wasn't really for me. A lot of people would think, oh, that's a missed opportunity, but I mean, I have my reasons for not going, and I just feel I'm very happy where I am today. As long as you are always happy in the present, then I think that kind of justifies everything, all the decisions you made in the past.
Hello, Kit Chan.
Yes, hi.
Zach, when you first started your career, it was very hard for you to get noticed. Do you think social media is a shortcut for people to get famous?
Very good question. I was very lucky in that it wasn't difficult actually to get noticed simply because there weren't that many singers in Singapore at that time. So with social media, it's a double-edged sword. You can just kind of put yourself out there, but because there's such a noisy environment now, so there are like a million people trying to get attention. Well, you can get attention, but it's all kind of split up and the pie becomes really small. So I always say that every generation has its own problems, has its own perks. So, and you always have to just find your way, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just kind of make the best of it, so yeah.
If you had TikTok or Instagram the last time, do you think you would be more famous now?
No, I don't want to get more famous than now.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yes.
I'm a busker and I also do music also.
Okay.
How does it feel being an introvert? Because I also myself was, even to now,
it's not easy. It's not easy. So I'll be honest, right? Like, I mean, I've been doing this for 32 years. That's a long time. So for example, today I'm here, and actually this is work, right? I mean, I'm here to do an interview, so it's work. And it's so much easier for me when I'm in a work environment that I can do that. But let's say if today you catch me like walking along in a mall, then I'm quite different because I'm not in that work mode. And then if people talk to me, I will be much more like an introvert. I am actually now much more open. Like in the past, I was very shy. Like even if people in my industry wanted to have a meal with me, I always say no because I always wonder, what am I going to talk about when we're eating? Like, it's so scary. But after I turned 45, something changed. I mean, I guess I was finally old enough. So what I can tell you is, it's not going to be easy, and it takes a long time to overcome. But as a performer, you must find a switch. Like Superman, and he's Clark Kent, and he's like this nerd. But when he puts on his superhero outfit, he suddenly becomes something, and you need to think like that. You need to have a Superman costume in your head.
As in wherever I go, is it?
No, when you perform, like when you're busking.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
I think that's
so,
what I always...
Yeah, but in your personal life, I would say just let nature take its course. You know, I think at one point it happens. Yeah, you just try.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
Hi, Kate. I'm Matthew. Nice to meet you. I've been a fan of yours since I was a student in JC.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think your first album, Sing Tong, was the one that really inspired me to be a singer. But unlike you, I became a teacher instead. Not literature, but some other subject.
Okay.
I've been following your music all these years. And there was a change in the way you approach your music, the
Yeah.
way your outlook in life. Can you describe more about the experience that was a transformative, life-changing experience for you?
Would you consider that to be the 重艺 album? When
Yes.
when I sang 心动 and
Especially 心动.
追 and yeah. So for those of you who do not know, I took a very long sabbatical from recording any material. It was actually 7 years. In 2004, I kind of had it. Like I was totally burnt out, and throughout my 20s and the early part of my 30s, I was really working so much. I mean, I worked till I think at the peak of it, I fainted like twice from exhaustion. It's just insane. So I think it's not just physical, it's also mental. And because I was signed to a label and they just make you work. Then sometimes you go through a very difficult phase in your life, but if you survive it, I mean, the cliche is true, you do get stronger. So it was after the 7 years, I came back. I don't sign to a label anymore. I just do what I want to do. And so that's why there was a huge difference. I was doing stuff I really wanted to do.
So were there specific moments where you felt deep unhappiness, but still had to put on a brave face in public?
Oh yeah, totally. Many times. Yeah, maybe you're going through a lot of unhappiness in your personal life, but nobody wants to know that. And also I think for my character, I don't like to talk about my private life. So, you know, when you go on and you do a show, you know, you want to make people happy. So that's all.
And I'm glad that, you know, you actually acknowledged how you felt, because your feelings are valid and you are important. So I'm glad that you did take that break for yourself.
So sweet. Thank you.
Emily, that was really nice.
Who hasn't had a shot yet? Ellen, do you want to go?
Ellen.
Yeah. Okay, let's pass the mic to Ellen.
You was a local farm, but farming is different like seeing. So, what the most amazing experience of the farm?
Farming is not glamorous like singing on stage. What's your most humbling experience on the
Oh,
farm?
okay. Totally. Farming is definitely not glamorous, but that's why I like it. I was a typical city girl, Singaporean city girl. I must have aircon, like very scared of sweating, very scared of insects. But COVID did something. It made me realize that when you go to the supermarket and you just pay money and you get food, but I felt it was not real. After COVID, you realize that all this can just go away. And so I fell in love with the idea of growing my own food. So I started volunteering. I used to scream if I see a millipede. Even if it's over there, I would be screaming and running. But now, it can be right here next to my hand. I think sometimes you evolve. And I never saw myself as that. So now I can be sweating under the sun, be bitten by mosquitoes, have the bee flying like this close to my face, and I'm cool. And I really like that.
Are you scared of insects every time when nearby you?
I used to be scared of all kinds of insects, but now I can live with them. If I'm on the farm and they are around me, then I can accept that this is their habitat, right? So just let it be.
Let it be.
But I'm not bringing them into my bed, no.
Hi Kitchen, I'm Durkes. You're a singer, actress, author and a business owner. Why do you think none of it particularly was successful?
No, I think that they have been pretty successful. Maybe, yeah, which part do you think is not?
So, okay, my name is Vincent. My question is, how do you feel about your juniors like Stephanie Sun, Tanya Chua, and JJ Lin overtaking you in the Spotify ranking list?
I think that's very natural. So, I mean, there are two things. First of all, they're not that junior anymore. I think that the ranking is how much work do you do, how much investment do you put into it. I mean, the reality is I'm very clear about how little I've been working in the last 10 years. So I think it's fair. I think it's totally fair. So if you don't put in as much effort to promote your songs and yourself, it's very natural that you would be lower in the rank.
What's your first musical? What experience like for you?
So my first professional musical that I think a lot of people have watched would be Snow Wolf Lake, which was done in Hong Kong in Cantonese. So yeah, I also sing in Cantonese. Yeah.
So you can speak Cantonese as well.
I can.
Dialect.
But again, it was at the beginning I wasn't very good at it, and then people would laugh at me, like the director would say, so never mind, just be thick-skinned and just do it. It was really overwhelming because we did 50 shows at the Coliseum in Hong Kong, which was really big.
Why I asked this question because I did my first musical. It was like singing and dancing and we have lines to say.
Yeah.
So,
do you find it hard?
No. It was easy for me.
Easy?
Yeah.
Okay. And you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
You're a singer, actress, author, and a business owner. Why do you think none of it particularly was successful?
No, I think that they have been pretty successful. Maybe, which part do you think is not very good? Maybe not as an author. Yeah.
Yeah, because like your books didn't sell
Yes.
for very long.
No. Yeah. So I have to admit that the fact is I'm never going to be a great author. That's a fact. I've only ever published 2 things. One is a book of poems, and I really did that because it was a dream. As for the other book, I wrote my best friend. To write a book with your best friend, that's pretty cool, you know? And also, while in the process, we got to like relive so many of our memories because we wrote it as adults, but I grew up with my best friend like since we were 13. Yeah, so that was never really, I knew I was never going to be a successful author.
You wrote the poem called I Write a Page,
Yeah.
which dictated all of your personal life experiences. To that I asked, like, what was your most memorable life experience?
Oh, that's hard. When you've lived 52 years, it's very hard to choose a most memorable life experience. But maybe it would be the first time I sang Home in front of the nation. That would be in the old stadium. I still remember, I wasn't very good at wearing high heels, but I had to because I was very young then. I was like 25 years old, and they put me in a gown. I have to walk down this really steep stairs with a wired mic, and then I had a 200-strong choir.
Whenever I am feeling low, I look around and I know.
I mean, that's a lot for a 25-year-old. And it just feels wonderful because, looking back and how the song has grown and with generations of people, and then it started there, that's really something, I think.
How did you feel when Home became popular again after the pandemic?
I think the thing about Home is it's very strange. I think during COVID, what was interesting is that when you're unhappy and when you're down, it also rallies you. So it became this song that kind of just united people, and you can celebrate with it, or you can just sort of grieve with it. I remember singing it in 2015 on National Day rally. It was shortly after Mr. Lee Kuan Yew passed, and I felt it was a very appropriate way to also rally the country together in that.
Would you like to perform in the NDP? Because it's a SG60.
It would be nice, but let's see. Yeah, it would be nice because the last time I sang at the NDP was 10 years ago, right? So let's see.
Can we sing the song Home together with you? And Jack will play the song on the violin.
Of course. You're going to sing for me. That's wonderful. Let's do it.
Whenever I am feeling low, I look around me and I know there's a place that will stay within me. Wherever I may choose to go, I will always recall the city
We hope you have a lovely time, Kichan.
I did. I think it went amazing, don't you think? I really enjoyed answering your questions, and true to the spirit, I think there was nothing that was off limits. So you even got something out of me that and I'm really glad I said it actually. So I think that you guys are wonderful, and please keep being yourself, because I think that you are wonderful as you are. I think neurodivergent is cool. Yeah.